Alrighty. Good morning, Virgo. Or shall I say, happy month of February. Virgo, my lovers. So Virgo have been fairly sort of hard hitting aspects with regards to relationship dynamics. And with Saturn transiting that relationship house, I would say there's probably some deep reflectivity around our relationships and how they serve us, whether or not they're, aligned with our future and or just truly appropriate for our desires. So Virgo, my lovers, I have a Virgo moon, so I do defo resonate. I've learned some new things actually about moon placements and our relationship dynamics, and I'm aware that with the Virgo moon, um, of course, this is all like, the light and the shadow, but there's a certain high standard or like a certain expectation from Virgo. And then the shadow would be that like no one's ever good enough. And or of course the shadow has to do with our unconscious projections, right? That we put on other people. And yeah, learning that I think has actually been really valuable. I forget who it was. It may well have been Astrolada, but don't quote me on that. I'll try to look back if any of you comment interested in looking at this video, but because Astrolada, she does often invite like guest speakers who have specific specialities. And I remember it was a male astrologer, and the specifics was like looking at the nature of the moon sign with regards to how we relate. And, just as it happens, that was a really revelatory video to watch, knowing my moon sign, but also knowing the moon sign of the partner, knowing the moon sign of our friends, of our parents, like that kind of stuff, because it shows how potential pitfalls, right? The potential shadow, which can sabotage our relationships, which I can recognize in my Virgo energy, and then also how to honor other people in the way they relate. Like some people will need more space. That's part of an astrological interpretation of compatibility, is like certain energetics. It's like oil and doesn't mix with water, right? So certain energetics just will not go together. Other ones, it's more about, I think, learning and adaptability so that we don't unconsciously project the shadow and or have just ridiculous expectations, or you know avoid communication, stuff like that. Okie dokie, Virgo, my loves. Let's get into it for you. Divine guidance and loving clarity for anybody that's resonating with the Virgo energy. Divine guidance and loving clarity for my Virgo lovers. Divine guidance and loving clarity, Virgo, for February 2024. This looks like something a little bit challenging, challenging and or testing your faith. Challenging your faith, testing your faith, and or you're having to really dig into your inner strength and faith. With the strength card, it's an 8. This is an 8-year. February could be completely revelatory for you. Like you might end up really shifting the game with regard to something, because the success and world are reversed, which means, and or how I'm interpreting that is, something's not going how you planned, something's not quite working out the way you intended. And of course Virgo has that element of perfectionism, and even again the shadow would be the martyrdom, or the woe is me and I just give so much, or whatever, because Virgo is also very service oriented, right? It's like wanting people to feel good and wanting to serve, whereas like the opposite of Virgo is Pisces, which is like just watery infinite eternal realms, right, where everything just breaks down into the void. So the Virgo is a very pointed, specific, earthly, like these polar opposites in the signs really do help us maybe to understand the light and the dark and the higher evolutionary call to certain signs versus the shadow. So I would dare say, Virgo, what's happening here are like perfectionist control patterns that you know, when you like white knuckle something and you're trying really hard. So this Virgo energy is sort of that, like maybe pushing and working so hard and being like, this is gonna work out. And right now, looking at the Six of Wands reverse and the World reverse, I'm like, this isn't working out. This world that you're trying to create, this thing that you're trying to get successful is not working out. But let's get some more cards because it's challenging your strength in the first instance. So this could be like, it is coming, but not the way you think, or it's the wrong, it's like, it's not the trajectory for you. So let's get some cards. What's the Six of Wands talking about for Virgo in the world? Something that you're focusing on working on. The World card, you know, it's your world. It's possibly to do with your perspective because it's the Tower moment. That's Tower's coming down. Something that you hold, something that you do. It could also be like a project. Six of Wands energy is often to me like a project going like as us having success from a project or something that we've been working on. But also like even something coming back from our past that we've been trying to, I mean, for some, because sixes are often, it's the symbol of the six and or the nine in that regard are returns. There's a cyclical spiral in the you know, in the way in the symbolism of the number itself. And then you have a 6 and a 9. So Six of Wands reverse. This is like things not appearing to be successful. However, it's pointing to the luck card, the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups would tell me that, oh, hold the fort, hold the zone. Something is going to come off. You're going to get lucky with regards to something, but I don't think it's going to be what you think, which is a little bit annoying, right? So the Tower energy is basically like stuff you don't see coming, essentially stuff like there's no way that you could predict how this thing's going to come crashing down. I'm getting something around like banking or banking systems. So for some of you, it has to do with the way you're maybe investing your money or working with your money. Again, it's a positive judgment. So there is an aspect of closing or completing a cycle. A strength, actually, Virgo, I'm looking at these cards only going, whoa, you have like a lot of major arcana. So there is probably something major shifting. And the Nine of Cups is also, all these cards for the most part are singularity. So the dominant energy here is like stuff you're going through inside yourself. Other people might be obviously impacting around you. But fundamentally, you're feeling lucky. The biggest energy here is that things aren't going the way you think they are, the way you're like white knuckle, the grip and control of like, it's got to work out. I've got to do this thing. No, the cards would say that the universe has different plans for you. Something else is going to come in, shatter it. Eventually, you're going to get the luck, though. You're going to get things positive coming in for you. But this is what the strength is all about, right? The strength is like really believing, regardless of what's going on around us, knowing that you have the power, the strength, mainly the power and the strength, and like believing in yourself is the Nine of Cups. This is like feeling lucky, feeling like you have, you know, versus the other, woe is me and nothing ever goes my way. Hence the strength. Some of you might have battled with that aspect of maybe you don't deserve or you don't feel good enough, but judgment upright, Tower upright. Something's really changing as far as closing out a chapter. Tower will be a benevolent, even though Tower frightens people so often, but the Tower here to me is a benevolent Tower moment. Something you're putting lots of work in, it's coming down. It's not gonna be how you're working in the future kind of thing. Judgment, completion cycle, right? That the stuff that's not working, let it fall away, let it go, and then trust, because the Nine of Cups is just like feeling lucky and then wish fulfillment. So it's almost like coming in through the back door. It's not the way you're pioneering the thing to come off. It's coming through the back door, which again, it's going to be a positive surprise, possibly via a little bit of turbulence as well. The sun. Oh, Virgo, my lovers, this is beautiful. There's a lot of yellow here coming into a renewed sense of power. Sounds almost like things not working out, and then some sort of tower maybe breaks things down to the point where you're like, just full surrender, let thy will be done. And then that energetic allows you to have this sense of renewal, the sense of like, you know what, I can be looking and things can come happen for me. And then the sun card with the full reverse. So this isn't like a brand new beginning necessarily, or certainly not a new beginning with a lack of wisdom. This is a beginning that's charged with a sense of inspiration. Jupiter is abundance. So Virgo, if some of you have been intending to create more wealth or abundance, I would say it's definitely coming in for you. The Lover's energy, some of you might be manifesting or looking for love. I would just say like sit with, there's some major upheaval, major positive shifts. This is really positive, but like I feel like this is a theme for the last few weeks or even the last like month or so, but just don't feel forced to make a decision. Don't be fooled around if something doesn't feel right. Definitely have the power and the strength to sit with stuff before making big decisions and in this first year moving forward, because the sun's making me think of like the light will show you the way. You'll know the way when it comes in, so just trust in that. All right, my Virgo lovers, you guys have a magical month of February. It's great to be here with you. Feel free to subscribe, make a comment, and of course, you're welcome to book a private reading and check out all the stuff that I share at Alta Love. Thanks for being my internet friends, Virgo. I look forward to seeing you all real soon. Take care. Peace out.